Welcome back to my cozy corner of the internet. I'm Mayastar, and this is the Mayastar Podcast. I teach energy healing courses online through Mayastar Academy, share spiritual guidance and mystical musings on the Maya Muses Blog, and provide healing, ritual and spellcasting services as a star-seeded shaman and professional witch. Today is episode 1 of a new Mayastar podcast series, and I'm drawing from the Maya Muses blog. This series will feature the Maya Muses Memoirs, my recent personal updates and musings, combined into an omnibus edition for listeners. To read my most up-to-date posts, please visit the Maya Muses blog at blog.mayastar.net. If you enjoy our conversation today, please give it a like and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, sit back, relax your shoulders, take a sip of chamomile tea, exhale deeply, and let's explore. The 31st of August, 2025. Welcome, friends. I hope this update finds you well and settling into the shifting tides of the seasons as summer yields to autumn. This is one of my favourite times of year, and there's already a powerful magic waxing with the deepening shadows. This autumn has been especially poignant for me. With the passing of my beloved familiar Tipsy, I felt moved to create a small memorial garden in her honour. Once complete, the garden seemed a little too quiet without her presence, so I added a bird table and feeders in another corner. This simple addition has transformed the space into a sanctuary for meditation and grounding. I feel I was deeply inspired by the new channeling, the Earth Energy Boost Ascension Gateway upgrade. This energy really helps you to connect with the sacred and healing energies of nature. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know of my resonance with the Norse Goddess Hel. At this turning of the year, I often feel that connection intensify. I felt truly blessed this year as the local magpies, sacred to Hel in my path, have chosen my bird table as their breakfast stop. Watching them grow, fledge, squabble, and discover their voices has been amazing. They're bold enough to continue their repast even while my dogs dance around them. I'm definitely feeling the beneficence of the goddess this year. Alongside these seasonal shifts, I've also been exploring many new energy healing systems. One in particular inspired a dear friend and long-term student of mine, Liam, who runs a wonderful crystal shop. He generously gifted me a phoenix carved from red jasper. This striking piece now holds pride of place on my altar, and I can already feel the currents of transformation stirring. I'll be working with this alongside Phoenix Reiki in the coming weeks. Phoenix Reiki has 2 attunements, and I'm currently working with the Fire Phoenix energy, but plan to shift to the Shadow Phoenix at the Autumn Equinox. A time to focus on clearing and cleansing the energies around us. I'll be sharing more about these explorations in the weeks ahead, so stay tuned for more mystical musings. Thank you as always for walking this path with me, wishing you a blessed and beautiful week ahead, and I hope this week's energy update will inspire you on your journey to wholeness. Maya, 6th of September 2025. Welcome back to the blog. This week at Mayastar has been a flurry of activity. After some really intense synchronicities, I was moved to check for solar storm activity. Nothing was showing up at the time I checked, but within 24 hours we got the alert. A huge solar flare was heading for Earth, and whenever this happens, there's a massive amplification of the energies around us. If you're sensitive to subtle energy, you probably felt it. Even if you were too far south to witness the spectacle of the aurora, I performed a special working of the Heimdall Illumination Tantric Shamanic Ritual to coincide with this event, harnessing those aurora energies for connection with higher planes. These rituals were incredibly powerful, leading to several days of vivid and lucid dreams. So far, September is turning out to be very interesting energetically. I'm not sure what's coming next, but I sense there will be huge shifts for us this month. That's not unusual around an equinox, but I do think this year's shifts may be pivotal in some way. In a historical sense, the appearance of the Three-Eye Atlas comet lends weight to this intuition. Although I haven't received a direct channeling regarding Three-Eye Atlas, whenever celestial bodies are on the move, the energetic tides can get turbulent. And when the energetic tides get turbulent, there's opportunity for harnessing that energy magically, but also a need to stay grounded. The Three-Eye Atlas comet is ancient and has come to us from deep space on a mythical and magical level. Such a portent is significant. It's an important portent, you might say. This week, if you're feeling those intense frequencies, this might be reflected in racing thoughts, lack of focus, insomnia, vivid dreams, a sense of anxiety, and even a sense of excitement or anticipation. I recommend connecting with the Earth Energy Boost Ascension Gateway Upgrade. These frequencies can help you to integrate the higher frequency energies and keep your own energy anchored and protected. This week's special offer course is the Wheel of Light Starseed Activation, Lemurian Goddess Amara Attunement, and connecting with Amara might also be a good way to restore balance. Amara is a great mother goddess, connected with the seas and oceans, nature, and Lemuria. She can be seen as the divine mother of indigo children and star-seeded souls, and these divine feminine currents can help us stay connected to our physicality and emotions. This can help us to stay centered and maintain our connection with our intuition. Amara can also support us in activating our spiritual gifts and awaken our memories of Lemuria and our own spiritual origin. Wishing you a week of wonders and peace, prosperity, and progress. in all you do. Maya, 12th of September 2025. Having a magical morning here in autumnal England. It's my favourite time of year, and not just because I'm getting inundated with birthday presents right now, although I'm not complaining, and I am experiencing the glow of gratitude for the abundance and blessings around me. Today, I'm doing a bit of tidying up and mostly chilling out after this morning's work. I completed a healing journey tarot reading for a client today, and somehow, with the focus of my readings being on the opportunities and growth, I feel really inspired today. I've decided to perform a temple session for myself this afternoon, connecting with Lemurian energies and with the goddess Amara, using the rainbow sequence healing system. I've not worked with it for a while, and there have been a number of channelings since then, and I guess I've gravitated to the more recent energies for my personal meditations and rituals. But I felt really drawn to rainbow sequence today and really wanted to take this time to touch base with myself. September's always a hectic month, or a month where I do a lot of thinking. 10 years ago, my dad passed away after a short cancer battle, and it was pretty close to my birthday, so I find that I spend time thinking about him at this time too, not in a maudlin way, but as with any birthday, you tend to focus on your progress and growth. You tend to look back and notice how far you've come. And now I tend to notice how much I've grown since my dad passed. I also notice how much more like him I've become. He was a Leo, and I have Leo rising, so perhaps that's a big part of it. September's also a time when I like to start considering my New Year's resolutions, my plans for the year ahead. I know it sounds a bit previous, but for me as a witch, the new year really starts at Samhain. So the beginning of November is when I usually put my plans into action. Then January marks phase 2 of the unfolding of those plans. But September and October are the time where I reflect on the past year, what I achieved, any mistakes I made, any challenges that came up, etc. And I use that as a way to identify the areas I want to focus on and define the things I want to achieve over the next cycle. This period of reflection does generally mean more meditation and ritual work, touching base, allowing my intuition to guide me. I guess we'll see what comes up, but overall, last year was magical. I feel that I've had a lot of momentum in my personal growth, especially since 2019. Things really accelerated at that point, and I've continued riding that wave of creativity and magic. I do feel that this intensification aligns with the age of Aquarius Ascension Gateway, the portal that opened in 2024, and it's something many spiritual seekers, starseeds and lightworkers are experiencing right now. If you're one of them, try to go with the flow rather than resisting it. The waves of energy connected with this portal really get things churning. Debris from the past and repressed memories are likely to surface during these times, so it's important to stay grounded When our shadows start showing up for acknowledgement, it can leave us feeling shaky and anxious, but recognize that this is an opportunity for deep healing, for resolving imbalance, and bringing the light of consciousness into our own darkness. Only by doing that can we fully integrate our experiences of the past, overcome negative emotions and the ways of thinking that keep us tied to limitations we're actually ready to outgrow. Remember too that growth always makes us feel a bit uneasy. The past, no matter how negative or challenging, is the devil you know. The future is uncertain, and while that means the possibilities are open to us, it also means we don't know exactly what we will become or what our lives will look and feel like. Counter the self-doubt and worry by staying grounded. Keep touching base with yourself. Take time in nature and create time for yourself to create. Expressing your energy in new ways can help you to build confidence so that even if you're nervous about what's coming next, you have that cast iron self-assurance that everything will be all right. Somehow and sometime, everything will work out. I absolutely believe that, and I absolutely trust in the universe. But it wasn't always that way. There were times where I doubted that things would ever be okay again. But you know what's really weird? Things change. Yeah, they can change for the worst in a heartbeat, but they can also change for the better just as quickly and unexpectedly. It's okay to doubt, and it's okay to have bad days, but it's a good idea to try not to invest them with more importance than their due. Stay open to the possibility that good things can happen too. Good things, great things, and even greater things than that could be just around the corner, and that's kind of exciting. Anyway, wishing you a beautiful and blessed day ahead, Maya. If this episode resonated with you and you feel called to explore these energies more deeply, you'll find a wide range of distance attunement courses, including those mentioned in this episode, on my website at mayastar.net. I offer full support for your healing journey, with attunement sent using the Orb of Life method, which means you can receive them wherever you are in the world. You can also explore the latest spiritual guidance, articles, and daily energy updates exclusively on the Maya Muses blog at blog.mayastar.net. And if you'd like to support my work or join the Mayastar Soul Tribe community, you'll find a link for the Mayastar Buy Me a Coffee page in the description box below. The Mayastar Soul Tribe members hold a special place in my heart, so a big thank you and my brightest blessings to you. And thank you to all who like, share, subscribe or comment on these episodes. Your engagement helps this podcast get recommended to people who will find inspiration in my words. Wishing you peace, prosperity, and progress in all you do. With blessings.